Welcome back to the Birmingham View, and how ironic that after John Eustace, Wayne Rooney, Venus, it's Gary Rowett that's going to keep the Blues up this season. Oh my goodness. Adam, if I'd have told you that at the beginning of this season, you'd have told me I was a madman. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Listen, I'm not convinced we're going to stay up just yet. So
Okay, all right.
I think you're
All right.
jumping the gun a little bit, but let's see.
All right, welcome back to the Birmingham View. We're going to talk about that Preston results. We're also going to talk about Bacuna. We're going to also talk about the man of the moment from March, and we're asking all Blues fans to name what is the most important last-minute goal you can remember Birmingham scoring. And what you'd like to do is put in the comments below, Birmingham fans, what is the best last minute or 90th minute winner or equaliser that you've seen the Blues score, and we'll stay on to the end of the video because you'll hear what Adam reckons it is. All right. So we missed you last week because you were away for the Easter break. You had a good holiday. In the meantime, Gary Rowett's back. Dare I ask for your thoughts on this one?
Listen, I had to act. I had to do something. Mark Venus was looking like a rabbit in headlights. I mean, he was making Wayne Rooney's record look like Pep Guardiola's, wasn't he? They should have, in my eyes, they should have acted quicker and done it quicker. They should have found out if Mowbray was going to be back or not gambled on it. Because, we missed out on another 5 winnable games or chances to pick up points. We didn't pick up any again. And now we find ourselves right in the deep of relegation. But if there's one man that's going to give us some hope, hopefully it'll be Rowett.
Yeah, it isn't going to be pretty, is it? But who cares at this point in time? You must be ready for the end of this season. You must be ready just to get rid of this stinking season and just move on. And it'd be August. And be sitting here with, Portsmouth coming to St Andrews for the first home game of the season. You must be so sick of it. Even talking about it.
Guaranteed to be sitting here next season. I mean, we might be in the League One show next year. But
well, I said Portsmouth, it might be League One. Yeah.
Yeah. So listen. Yeah, it's been one of the worst. Listen, we've had some really bad seasons over the time, but I feel like we've pressed that button ourselves this season and just caused the mayhem ourselves. It's been one calamity after another. With the board doing so much right off the field, with the stadium and buying the new premises and creating revenue. They've definitely messed up a little bit in the dugout this season. But listen, like I've been saying again all season, some of the players just aren't good enough. I cannot wait to see the back of them.
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it, with Ollie Burke on TikTok dancing away with his famous girlfriend, or not famous that I know I've heard of. Obviously, it's gone around Birmingham social media, but what's your view on things like that when you're down there and you're looking for togetherness? That is it everything that's wrong with the modern day footballer?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I said in January I'd have cancelled his loan there and then get him gone. He contributed, I think, in 14 games. He contributed nothing, and he's not been seen in the squad since. So we're just paying him to sit at home and make TikToks with his partner. It's a shambles. I mean, that can't be good having that sort of person around the dressing room. But I think there's a few like that down there as well. To be honest, the fight and desire of that team's just fell apart this season. I know Preston, we picked up the victory on a bank holiday Monday, but September. March has been a dreadful month for us. Dreadful.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Bacuna, because we've talked on this channel before about him. Some games he can blow hot and cold, but when he is on form, he is a nightmare to play against. I think that's how Preston found him. Was that one of his better games for you?
Yeah, listen, it's like, again, I've said it all season. You either get a Premier League Bacuna or you get a Sunday League Bacuna. There's nothing in between. He's either unplayable or he's the worst player on the pitch for you. He was amazing against Preston, but the week before I seen him do nothing in that 90 minutes. So, I'm hoping we get the Preston Bacuna for the remaining 7 games, whatever it may be, because we need every single player trying to be at their best. If we're going to have a chance of staying up and pulling ourselves away from this relegation battle.
Let's talk about that relegation battle then, because we've talked to all 24 teams on this one. Rotherham are gone. We don't need to discuss them. Wednesday, Plymouth and Huddersfield. At the moment, the thinking is it's going to be two of those three. All three of them aren't playing at all well. So all you need is 2 wins, and you're safe. And let's not forget, you're playing Cardiff at home, and you've got Rotherham away to come, and then of course Huddersfield on the last day of the season. So this is in your hands, isn't it?
I feel like for me, I think we need 7 points out of the remaining, what is it, 7 games.
Yeah.
For me, I think 7 points does it. I know we've got a tough game this weekend in Leicester, so that's almost a free hit, isn't it? You're not expected to go there and get anything, but you've got to look at the other teams and win them. But saying that, we've played teams in and around us recently, Millwall, QPR, and we've walked away with nothing. So there's nothing guaranteed at all. So, yeah, you could say it's in our hands, but, I'd like to think we can get 7 points out of the remaining couple of games.
Should he not rest players against Leicester and just go hell for leather against Cardiff?
Yes and no, but I think you've also got to try and protect your goal difference. Because I think if I remember right, we are one of the best out them 3 or 4 teams below us that we've probably got the best goal difference. So, if you can keep the scoreline down, again, because probably not expecting to get anything out of the game, then you look at your next game and think, okay, well, now here's a chance to pick 3 points up. It's another home game after that. We've got to start winning these home games. We win them and I think we pull clear. I think we're lucky that we play Coventry 3 days before they've got to go to Wembley.
Yeah.
So that, you'd like to think they're going to try and rest a few players for that, unless they're still pushing for a certain spot themselves in the league. But yeah, it should be in our hands. But again, this is us, isn't it? If we'd picked up some results in the last couple of months, we shouldn't be anywhere near where we are.
No, you'd be having a nice mid-table mediocrity with Middlesbrough. All right, then let's get some score predictions from you. Then I want your player of the month for March, and what's been the best one. Just before Adams gives us that, please do press like on this video. Our Birmingham videos have done way better than any other team this year, and we'd like to think that's because of you, the Birmingham fans that have been through this. I mean, I feel like I'm not a Birmingham fan. I feel like I've been through the ringer with you since September on this channel. My God. So yeah, please put a like in the comment. Whether you agree with Adam or disagree with Adam, please do support us going forward. Player of the month for March. Sorry, score prediction first. Let's do that.
Obviously, I think best case scenario, Blues get a point out of this, but I don't see it happening. I think Leicester are too powerful, too strong, too quick on the attack. So I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester.
Okay. Player of the month for March is the one.
I mean, is there one? I mean, how can you pick a player of the month? I don't think we didn't win a game. We lost 4 out of the 5, drew 1. I mean, you can't pick a player of the month out of that. Surely you can't. I wouldn't give any of them credit enough to do that.
Enough. Give it the fans then. And then finally, UB40 played the concert. A nice time there.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a risky manoeuvre by the owners. Because if they lost that game, UB40 would have been playing to an empty stadium. But no, it was really good. You can obviously see that's what the owners are going to try and do moving forward. Creates more revenue, clever way of doing it. So yeah, it was really good atmosphere down there. Really enjoyable time.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see if Preston had won 1-0. How many people would have stayed for a bit of red wine? All right, the Championship I've been talking about is one of the best leagues in the world, and it's had a lot of 90th minute winners and equalisers, even the last week or so. So the theme this week is to find each club's best 90th minute winner or equaliser. What would you say is the best score from 90 minutes onwards?
Obviously, it's not this season. If we're going,
won't be this season. We have all time.
I'm pretty sure it was at Derby a couple of years ago, and I think we were 2-0 down in the 90th minute, and we ended up drawing 2-2. We scored 2 in extra time. So I think, if you're going after 90 minutes, I think you've got to start looking at that result. If you're going just before 90th minutes, well, I think you look at the Carling Cup final, don't you? When I think Obafemi Martins rolled one in on the 80, I think it was about the 88th minute, and we win the Carling Cup, and the rest is history. So,
yeah, and you've still won more silverware than Newcastle and Everton and Spurs in the last decade or so than all those teams put together.
And the Villa.
You had that one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, Adam. Thanks for joining us. Good luck against Leicester, and we'll see you for the run-in. It's Coventry City we're previewing next week with our Coventry City fan. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate. Bye.